tricks, we seize the day. No fear of futures yet unknown. A seed of wonder deeply sown. No more limits, no more walls. Hear the digital siren call. Welcome to the edge of tomorrow, where minds ignite and ideas borrow. The spark of change, it's in the air. Feel it rising everywhere. Machines and hearts, a perfect fusion. Reality bending, no illusion. In the next 3 hours, we'll rise a power reaching skies. Hands to the future, we'll create. This is the moment, don't be late. Welcome to the edge of tomorrow, where minds ignite and ideas borrow. The spark of change, it's in the air. Feel it rising everywhere. Machines and hearts, a perfect fusion. Reality bending, no illusion. In the next 3 hours. Step inside, where the sparks ignite. A world of wonder, bathed in light. Every question, every dream flows through wires, a boundless stream. The future's here, can you feel it hum? A chorus rising, we've just begun. Welcome to ground school, where we learn to see, unlocking the power of A's melody. step inside where the sparks ignite. A world of wonder bathed in light. Every question, every dream flows through wires, a boundless stream. The future's here, can you feel it home? A chorus rising, we've just begun. Welcome to growth school, where we learn to see, unlocking the power of AI's melody. Together we'll rise, rewrite our skies. Welcome to growth school, where minds realize. Through the code, we shape the clay, turning whispers into day. What was hidden now is clear. The path ahead we pioneer. The gears of thought, they turn as one. The age of learning has begun. Welcome to growth school, where we learn to see, unlocking the power.
All right, everyone. Very warm welcome to the Generative AI Bootcamp here at Growth School. As we get started, as I see that more people are joining in, I want to do a quick tech check to check whether everybody is able to hear me well and see me well. Drop in a yes on the chat if you can hear me well, if you can see me well, if the internet is fine on your end and my end. Wonderful. And I loved seeing all of those hearts coming in as the music was playing. So thank you so much for that. And all of the songs that you heard were all created by AI itself. And we're going to probably touch upon how we went about creating these music. All of these songs and everything else as well. Prem Kumar says that my voice is echoing. Prem Kumar, I believe that most of the people are able to hear me well and see me well. So it could be an issue at your end. I would highly recommend all of you to go ahead and use headphones or earphones so that you are able to hear us very, very well as we move forward as well. All right, JJ Raju and Prajeet. No, sorry. I think Suneet. The echo is not there for everyone. It's only probably there for you, but most of the people are able to hear me very, very well. Now, as everybody gets starts, as everybody joins in, and as we get started with the onboarding call of the Generative AI Bootcamp that we are all here for, I would like to quickly remind all of you, or just ask all of you to go ahead and answer the poll that we have put out. I see that about 78% of the people here have gone ahead and answered the poll that we have launched. I would love it if everybody else does that as well, because that is going to give us a good understanding of who you are, what do you currently do, how many years of experience do you have, and the question that Jay had gone ahead and asked on the chat, which is, what would be the difference between Outskills Generative AI Mastermind, which I see that some of you have already taken, and how would this Generative AI Bootcamp be different from it? How many of you, drop in me on the chat if you have attended the Outskills Generative AI Mastermind, and if you do not know anything about it, don't worry about it, right? So people who have already attended the Generative AI Mastermind might have seen me over there. So I might not be a new face for all of you, but yeah, a lot of no's coming in on the chat as well, which is great. I love the mix of audience that we have over here. I think we should get started with the onboarding call. So let me just put a pause on the chat at this point of time. I understand that today is a Friday evening. Many of you might be going back home from your workplaces. Many of you might have just got back home. Some of you might be attending this session from your offices as well. So, firstly, thank you so much for taking out the 60 minutes that we asked from all of you today and being here for the onboarding call. The next 3 days are going to be very, very exciting, and you can trust me on that. Drop in a heart if you're very excited for this bootcamp to get started from tomorrow. And today, the entire call is going to go on for the next 50 to 60 minutes. And before we actually started the bootcamp from tomorrow, we wanted to help all of you understand the structure of the bootcamp so that you are very well prepared and we can all learn in a very nice way. But officially kickstarting this batch of the 3-day generative AI bootcamp here, and I welcome all of you into this. Now, before we get started, before I quickly introduce myself, I would love to know on the chat, where is it that you're joining in from? Which city in India, which state in India are you joining in from? Are there people from other countries as well? Drop that in on the chat. I see a lot of people from Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, my hometown, Bangalore, wonderful, London, Australia, Sydney, New Jersey, Dubai. Okay, wow, Vishakhapatnam, my hometown as well. Okay, wonderful. I love that. And I hope all of you are also taking a look at the chat box at this point of time. We literally have people from all over the world joining in, people who have taken the time out, even though it is probably quite late in the evening for you all. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining in. And this is going to be super exciting, right? We have people. I'll actually go ahead and share the poll results with all of you as well, since we have about 83% of participation so far. I'm sharing the results. Give me a thumbs up if you are able to see the poll results. The demographics that we have on this call is just so incredible. People from different places, different countries from all across the world, of course. But we have founders and entrepreneurs, almost 100 founders and entrepreneurs on this call. Lot of consultants as well. A lot of salaried working professionals. I understand why is it that you want to go deep into generative AI. And very interestingly, a lot of people who are getting started with their careers, people from different domains as well, marketing, data, tech. Of course, the highest attendance is from people who are from the tech space. However, you do not need to know how to write a single line of code to understand and apply everything that we will be teaching you over the next 3 days. We have people from product and design, business, and people from a bunch of other domains as well. And more than 36% of the audience here has over 10 plus years of experience. And somewhere close to like 25 to 30% has somewhere between 3 years to 5 years of work experience, which is incredible. And people who are getting started with their careers as well. So one thing that I would like to tell everybody is, during the course of this boot camp, we will control the chat box. We'll keep the chat box on and off. And towards the end of the boot camp, you will all be onboarded into our community platform as well, so that you can literally talk to each other. You can stay connected with each other and you can share projects, AI projects with each other after everybody learns over the next 3 days. But as that happens, I want all of you to stick to not spamming at all and also speaking to each other with respect. Now, I hope that all of you will do that, of course, but just quickly to introduce myself for those of you who do not know me, my name is Funny Krishna. I'm one of the founding members here at Growth School. For those of you who know Growth School, you also would be knowing Vaibhav Sisanti, who is going to be coming in to teach you tomorrow, in fact, and I'll show you the other mentors as well that we have brought in. But I have been working with Vaibhav since the past 6 years. We have done a lot of things. And since the last 3 years, we have been into the space of helping people upskill themselves when it comes to generative AI. And until today, more than 8 million plus people from all across the world have come to us, learned from us, and have gone ahead to do incredible things. By profession, I'm an engineer turned educator and a teacher. I started my career by teaching children in rural parts of the country, India. And that is the reason why I believe that all of you can absolutely trust me over the next 3 days. All of the pedagogical things that we need to be taking care of to simplify things and help you understand have been taken care of. I hope all of you are excited to be with me over the next 3 days as I help all of you walk through this entire journey that we have created for you. Give me a thumbs up. From my end, I'm very, very excited to be spending the next 3 days, more than 20 plus hours with all of you. I love those hearts. I love those reactions that are coming in at this point of time. Now, before I share anything about this bootcamp, I want all of you to block out your calendars completely for tomorrow, day after tomorrow, which happens to be a Sunday, and also for 3 hours on Monday. There is a schedule that we have sent out to everybody already. But what I want to do is I want to quickly open up this schedule and quickly walk all of you through this so that you have complete clarity about what essentially is going to happen over the next 3 days. Let me quickly share my screen properly. Are you all able to see the entire screen very, very well? Give me a thumbs up if you can see the entire screen very, very well. And I'll take about 2 minutes on this particular screen and I'll share the link after that so that all of you have access to this all by yourself, right? So this sheet contains the entire schedule of what is it that we are going to be doing over the next 3 days. There are multiple sessions that you will be attending. We have gone ahead and put in the details of each of these sessions and the outcomes that you will get from each of these sessions as well. However, before I explain this to you, I want all of you to also know that even if you do not understand some of the things that we have gone ahead and mentioned on this sheet, you don't have to worry. A lot of these things could be new based on your own exposure to generative AI, but that's absolutely fine. We are going to be here to walk you through every session in as detailed manner as possible. But today we are having the onboarding session right now, and the purpose of this onboarding session over the next 50 minutes is for me to go ahead and explain to you what are all of the things that we are going to be learning over the next 3 days. How is it that your weekend will be utilized? Tomorrow we will be coming back and we will get started at exactly 10 a.m. IST. If you're from some other country, you could translate that to your own time zone. But we are going to be doing this entire bootcamp from 10 a.m. IST to 7 p.m. IST over 2 days, which is tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And on the third day, which happens to be a Monday, we come back, but in the evening from 7 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST, because a lot of us are working professionals and we might have to go back into our offices on Monday. But as we do that, there are going to be a lot of learnings that you could probably go ahead and share with your colleagues, share with your founders and senior managers as well on Monday, because we are going to teach you a ton of things. Tomorrow, if you look at this, we get started with truly learning the science behind AI models. Now, the way we have designed this entire program is we have a mix of theoretical learning and practical applications as well. So we will be getting started tomorrow with some foundational knowledge. And this foundational knowledge is going to be all about understanding how Google search is different from AI models. How do these AI models essentially produce the results that they do? Whenever you put in a text inside of a tool like ChatGPT, what exactly is happening behind the scenes? Now, people who have attended Outskills Generative AI Mastermind might know of 5 different steps, but we're going to be going way deeper into this science tomorrow as we get started. And of course, we have multiple mentors that you will be meeting over the course of the next 3 days. And we'll be getting started with Vishwas, who is an AI strategy consultant and a freelancer as well. He's an incredible teacher, incredible mentor to have, and he's going to be coming in tomorrow morning to share his wealth of knowledge with all of you. Tomorrow in the afternoon, we are actually going to go ahead and build some AI assistants, some custom bots. We're going to try and fine tune these AI models for our specific use cases, because as I see, we have marketers, we have business owners, we have entrepreneurs, we have techies. All of us will have a lot of different use cases for our own functions. How can we fine tune these AI models for our respective functions is what we are going to be learning, and we are going to be learning by doing it. So we will be building some live AI bots and assistants tomorrow, and we are going to learn about connectors. We're going to learn about AI workflows. We are going to be learning about something called as MCPs, Model Context Protocol, and we are going to go deep into that to enable all of you to connect your LLMs be it a ChatGPT or any LLM inside of ChatGPT or any LLM by Anthropic, how can you connect that to your CRM platforms? All of that is what we are going to be learning tomorrow. It's going to be a long day. So I would recommend all of you to have a good sleep tonight so that you come back refreshed tomorrow and you are ready to spend 7 to 8 hours with us learning all of these things. Does the agenda of day one look exciting to you? Are we covering a bunch of things that you do not know already at this point of time? Give me a heart or a thumbs up. And once day one gets concluded, we come back on day two. And on day two, we are going to be spending the entire day learning two important skills. One, how can we build products without writing code all by ourselves? And how can we deploy these products? And after deployment of these products, how can we look at monetizing these products? And these are products that you can launch for the outside world, digital applications that you might want to go ahead and build out all by yourself and launch them into the market, or these are internal products that you may want to build out for your own companies. Products that can probably solve a very niche HR related problem that you might be having, or a finance problem that you might be having in your organization, or a tech problem that you might be having in your organization. We're going to be giving you ideas and also showing you the process of building these products without writing code. And then, how many of you have heard of N8N? I'm sure a lot of people here would have heard of this incredible tool called N8N. It's a no code, low code platform that allows you to build AI agents or automated workflows. And I'm sure AI agents itself might be a new term for a lot of you people here. Don't worry. We are going to help you understand what AI agents are all about, what agentic workflows are all about, how can you use them in a safe manner, making sure that your data is confidential, making sure privacy is checkboxed, and how can you go ahead and build these agentic workflows as well. And then we come back on day three, which is Monday, to learn how we can generate images and videos, how we can create ads, how we can create a ton of content on social media or digital platforms, all using AI. And if you have been following WebHub, a lot of content that goes out on Web of Sissinti's channels today is completely generated by AI. And we have been able to grow from about 200K followers to almost close to 2 million followers at this point of time in the last 6 months. And that entire workflow is going to be revealed to all of you. So this is the entire bootcamp. Now, how is it that we arrived at these topics is what I'm going to be sharing through this onboarding call today. But few quick things. While there are timings mentioned in the sheet, we are going to try as much as possible to stick to the timings that we have mentioned. But to be honest with all of you, we have conducted this same bootcamp or iterations of this bootcamp multiple times based on the number of questions that are coming in, based on the kind of questions that are coming in. We might extend the sessions by 5 to 10 minutes here and there, but I'm going to, from my side, I'm going to make sure that we stick to the schedule. Secondly, all the links are put up in this particular sheet itself. So you don't have to worry about, hey, where is the Zoom link? How do I join the session? The same Zoom link that you have used today is going to be working tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and on Monday as well. While we have gone ahead and given you the Zoom links right here, it's the same Zoom link that we are using across all of the days. Are you all clear with this? Give me a thumbs up if you're clear with this so far. And actually, let me go ahead and turn the chat box on. Drop in clear on the chat box if you're clear about this complete schedule. After I'm confident that you're clear about this, I will share this entire sheet with everyone. Drop in clear on the chat, or if you have any questions, you can put that in. But yeah, someone says, okay, great. Someone says, I'm clear. Wonderful, wonderful. Perfect, perfect. Are we using paid tools? I will answer that. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. I would like to join the next upcoming batch. Please let me know the process for the same. Okay, let me go ahead and help you all out because the questions will pretty much be very similar. And Kaushal says, how is this going to be different from the AI mastermind? I will answer that as well. But all of the people who think that they might not be able to spend the entire weekend with us, I would recommend all of you to move yourselves to the future batch, right? And the future batch, we don't have a date for it yet, but our team will be able to help you out with it. And the reason why I say that is two things. If you're not able to spend complete time over tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you will not be. These are all sessions that have been planned in a way that we go from beginner to intermediate to advanced level. So everything is connected in some form or fashion. We would need your 100% attention and attendance as well. Otherwise, you will not make the most of this entire experience that we have put together. That is number one. So if you are not available for whatever reason, please move yourself to the future batch. Now, a lot of people will be like, hey, just give me the recordings and I'll take care of my learnings on my own. It does not work that way. While we will be providing you not only with recordings, but with a lot of other material as well, all of it will only make sense if you are attending the sessions live, because we have breakout activities that we will be doing. There is going to be a lot of hands-on activity that we will be doing over the next 3 days. So it's very important that you do it with us. So consider these 3 days to be your investment, your time investment to go from 0 to 1 in your AI journey. Now, all of the people who have attended the Outskill Generative AI Mastermind and who are asking, how is this going to be different from Outskills Generative AI Mastermind? Well, if you have attended that, you might have a slight head start over the others in terms of being able to understand and absorbing everything that we are teaching, because you have your foundations sorted. But in this boot camp, we go extremely deep, deeper than how well we taught everyone in the generative AI mastermind as well, as part of Outskill. So everything that you will be learning here, of course, there could be 10% overlap of concepts because some things don't change in the world of AI, but we go extremely deep and there is a lot of hands-on activities as well that we will be making you do. Now, Mohit asks a very important question, which is what are the software requirement or configuration requirements? Are there any specific browsers that we should be using, or will Microsoft Edge do? It's absolutely fine no matter which device you're using to attend this. I would recommend everybody to attend it from a laptop or a desktop so that you have a big screen and you can see whatever we are teaching you, whatever we are showing you, and you're not restricted to a mobile interface. But it's important that, but it's, there is no requirement for you to have a high-end device to be able to learn generative AI. And are we going to be teaching paid tools to everyone? Yes. Why? Because we want all of you to get exposed to what truly is available in the generative AI market. Are we going to be covering free tools? Absolutely, yes. How is it that you can all practice? You will all be practicing using the free versions of all of the tools that we will be showing. However, we are not limiting ourselves to the free tools because some tools in the AI world are only paid. They're only the paid versions of these tools are available, and we don't want you to miss out on the possibilities that you can unlock for yourself by taking the paid versions, if in case the ROI makes sense or the return on that investment makes sense for all of you, right? But we want you to have the broadest exposure possible to all the generative AI applications that are out there. And that is the reason why we will be covering few tools that probably only have paid versions available in the market. Are you all now clear? Drop in a clear on the chat. I think I've answered all of the questions that have come in so far. Hiren, you can turn on captions on the Zoom call and that will help you out. Everybody can turn on captions on the Zoom call. All right, folks. All right. I'll take some of these questions as we move forward, but let me go ahead and quickly give you the link of this schedule sheet on the chat box so that you have access to it. Raj Gupta, you can write an email to hi@growthschool.io and our team will help you defer your enrollment to the future batch whenever we do it. Kajal, I'm not going to be talking about recordings again because I already spoke about it. Do not depend on the recordings at all, right? Attend all of these sessions live. That is when you will get the most value. And this insight is actually data backed. But now that you have seen the entire schedule, I also want to show you all who is it that you will be learning from? Who is it that you will be spending your 2 days with? We understand that asking for 2 days is a lot of time, but you're going to be meeting some incredible people, and that is why I believe that you should be attending this completely live. I'm going to quickly walk you all through the incredible panel of mentors that we have brought on board to teach you over the next 3 days. And all of these people that you will be seeing will be coming in live to speak to all of you, to help all of you walk through certain different concepts. And we are going to be getting started with Vishwas. Like I said, he's currently an AI consultant, and a lot of you could eventually want to become AI consultants as well. He will be coming in tomorrow in the morning, spending close to 3 hours with all of us, helping us understand the science behind AI models. By profession, he's also into image and video generation. So you will find a ton of content that has been created by him, put out on channels like YouTube, etc. if you go ahead and look for him. And then we will be having Dilip come in, who heads AI strategy inside of Growth School and a company called Outskill, which you will get to know more about as we move forward. And then, of course, we have Vaibhav Sisanti coming in tomorrow, who is the founder of Growth School and also a thought leader in the generative AI space. He's going to come in to share his thoughts with everyone tomorrow. And then we have King Siddharth coming in, who is one of the top 10 product designers in the country, India, as of today. He heads product and design for Growth School, and he's going to come in to teach all of us how can we build products today without writing code by ourselves. And I personally have asked him to talk about how engineering as a vertical has shifted for us inside of Growth School ever since we have started using generative AI. Because today, our engineers also write PRDs, our engineers also take care of design. A backend engineer today is also able to build front end. Lot of incredible things are happening, and we are very excited to put all of that very transparently in front of all of you. We then have Akhil coming in, who is an AI automations expert. He, in fact, builds AI automations for a lot of companies as a consultant, and he's going to teach us how we can all get started with N8N. And then we have Shantanu coming in on Monday, who is the co-founder of Bulb Chamka Studios. You probably might have seen his work on Amazon Prime or probably on Netflix as well. He has literally worked with the who's who of Bollywood. He has always been a filmmaker, now transitioned into an AI filmmaker, or a filmmaker who primarily uses AI tools today to go ahead and generate images and convert those images into videos, and also creates a lot of ads for some incredible brands. He's going to come in to teach his entire workflow to all of us on Monday. So all of these people will be spending their weekends with all of you, and all of us are going to be learning together. And my role in all of this is to handhold you, help you walk through one session, help you walk from one session to another. I hope you're all excited. Give me a thumbs up or a heart. I see thumbs ups coming in. I would love to see some red hearts as well. Now, like I said, you know, for a lot of you, for 95% of the people here, this might be the very first time that you're attending an event like this where we are asking for more than 20 hours from you. Might be the first time you're doing something crazy like this. Treat it like a one-time opportunity that you have, and make sure that you're making the most of it by attending all of the sessions and taking notes as you attend these sessions as well. I'll speak about why taking notes becomes important, but there are two questions that people generally ask me whenever I conduct the onboarding call. Firstly, will I get recordings? Secondly, where are my bonus tools that you spoke to us about in the 3 hour workshop? I'm sure a lot of you have this question at this point of time. I'm going to talk about both of them very, very soon. Firstly, about the recordings. Do not rely on the recordings. We are going to be providing you with a lot of resources, but all of them will only come to you after all of the sessions are completed. At the end of Monday is when we are going to be talking about how is it that you can access the recordings, where will we send it to you, and how is it that you can, what are all of the other resources, how is it that you can access them, all of that we will talk about it on Monday. But trust me when I say this, the percentage of people who have gone ahead and consumed things from the recordings is literally 4 to 5% out of millions of people who have taken this program. That is how difficult it is to learn only from recordings. Hence, if you're attending it with us, we will be able to help you learn everything in just this weekend. And I'm sure a lot of people here have been hearing about what is happening in the generative AI space, because of which you enrolled yourself into this bootcamp as well to learn. Now, all of that can be learned in just one weekend if you're able to take your time out and do it. That is why I will continue to stress on this fact that do not rely on the recordings at all. Now, to give you a glimpse of the resources that you will be getting access to after all of these sessions will get completed, you will get access to, I've just put in a screenshot of some of the resources that we sent previously when we conducted this bootcamp. You're going to be getting detailed notes of every session. You're going to be getting all of the tool links, all of the prompts that we will be using, everything, literally everything that we are going to be showing you, we will give it to you so that you have everything in a concise manner and you can go back and learn and use this material as well. However, even people like Sam Altman believe in pen and paper. So I want all of you to have a dedicated notebook for everything that you're going to be learning over the next 3 days. Take notes, because when you take notes, it activates your brain. And when your brain gets activated, that is when you will be able to participate in the best possible way. And whatever you write yourself in your own language, you will only understand that much better than any other notes that we can ever give you, right? So make sure that you, just like how you used to write notes probably back in your college, try to take down notes as you attend every session, and feel free to take out screenshots as well of any important slides that you might be seeing. Now, we also have workbooks that we will be giving you, and these are all printable material, right? So that you can print these workbooks and do these activities to get your hands dirty. And inside these workbooks, you will see us talking about free tools. So you don't have to pay to any tool to practice anything that we are teaching you. We are going to help you practice everything on free tools, and everything has been given to you or will be given to you in a step-by-step instruction format as well. But before you worry about all of these workbooks, I want to ask all of you, how many of you have seen the pre-reads that we have already pushed out and given access to? Drop in yes, no on the chat if you have gone ahead and checked out the pre-reads that we have already given you. I see a lot of yeses. I see nos as well. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Hina, I will take your question shortly. I'll take your question shortly. And Vedant, I will take your question as well shortly. Okay. Preeti, I will take your questions. I'll take your question as well shortly. I'm just reading out the message that you have put in. I do not have access to the prompt library. I'm going to talk about that very, very soon. Any which ways, the professional AI specialists also that we spoke about is going to come your way. Numerous.ai is also going to come your way. Okay, I'm not sure where you have followed up, Preeti, but you could write an email to me and I will help you out. My personal email ID also is funny@growthschool.io. But now that you're here in the onboarding call, I truly believe that we should be able to take care of all of the things that probably you missed out on until now, right? That's my email ID. I've dropped it in on the chat. You can drop in a personal email to me and I will make sure that I get in touch with our team and help you out with anything that could have gotten missed out. However, where are these pre-reads and what are the pre-reads that I'm talking about? Let me quickly drop that link in on the chat, because a lot of people clearly have not gone through the pre-reads. It's not mandatory, but it's good for you to go through these pre-reads before you come. But I understand that we only have a few hours until tomorrow starts. So keep these pre-reads with you, and you could revisit these pre-reads after the entire bootcamp gets done as well. But I will quickly share my screen and show you what are these pre-reads. How is it that you can access them? Just give me 1 second. There you go. All right, I have it right here. There you go. All right. Just sharing my screen in a quick second. There you go. All right. So to make it simple for everyone, what we have done is there is a drive folder that we have created. This is a Google Drive folder, which you can access from any device whatsoever. And inside this Google Drive, we are going to create multiple folders over the course of the next 3 days to give out your recordings, to give out your session notes, to give out your workbooks. But as of today, you have your pre-reads and you have another folder that talks about all of the bonuses that Preeti and everybody else on the chat is asking about, right? Now, when you open the pre-reads folder, are you all able to see this on the screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see this on the screen. Yes. Now, I'll reiterate myself. You don't have to go through these pre-reads before the sessions start tomorrow. These are all good to read material that we have given you so that you get a jump start. Now, all of this will make sense to you after the bootcamp gets done as well. Now, each of these PDF documents caters to one specific topic or concept or subject that we are going to be going very deep into, right? Let us say we start with fundamentals of generative AI and prompt engineering tomorrow. It's a 15-minute reading document that we have gone ahead and shared, which will help you understand what to expect from the session, the setup checklist and all of that. What are the terminologies that we will be using in the session, like machine learning? What does a model mean? What does LLM really mean? What does a prompt really mean? What does token, hallucination, context window? We are going to be talking about all of these things as we move forward in tomorrow's session. We will, of course, explain each of these terms as we use them as well, but everything is here. And what this document covers, what generative AI truly is, why should it matter to you, and everything else, right? All of it captured here. We will be speaking about AI assistants, but for you to know what AI assistants are, again, there is a reading material that we have gone ahead and provided to all of you. So you could go through all of this before you come back tomorrow, or you could choose not to and keep them for time after the bootcamp as well. The second folder that you will be finding here is a guide that will help you go ahead and access the bonus tools that you basically have gotten access to by enrolling into this bootcamp. Now, each one of you have not gotten access to the same set of bonus tools, primarily because it all depends on the kind of partnerships that we had when you went ahead and attended the 3 hour workshops. So there are a bunch of bonus tools that we spoke about. Some of you might have seen GetMulti.ai and Numerous.ai. Some of you might have seen Fort AI and Numerous.ai or other such combinations. But irrespective of which tool you have gotten as a bonus by taking this entire bootcamp, this guide will help you access that. There are a few steps that you will have to follow, and all of that has been put in right here inside this document in very simple English so that you can read and follow each step to be able to access your coupon codes. And we also went ahead and spoke about certain prompt libraries and automation libraries that we would be giving access to. All of that has already been given to you, and the steps to go ahead and access them have been put in on this particular document. Now, I'll be very honest with you, and I hope that all of you understand this as well. A lot of people, or some people, sometimes it's not your fault, it's not our fault, that you have registered to this bootcamp using a specific email ID, but today you're checking access to all of this on a different email ID. Now the access has been given to the registered email ID of yours. So for whatever reason, you're not able to access some of these things that we have mentioned to you, please write an email to hi@growthschool.io using the subject line issue applying coupon code, and our team will help you out within 30 minutes of you sending the email. Or for faster resolution, we have gone ahead and given a form as well over here that you can simply click. We will ask you what is the support query that you're having, and our team will help you out. This is a form that I personally track so that I can make sure that everybody who is filling this form gets their query resolved in as quickly as possible so that they have the attention on the sessions that we are covering in this bootcamp, right? So I hope this is clear for everyone. You can take your time out after today's onboarding session, which will get done in the next 30 minutes from now, and you can make sure or try and access your coupon codes and everything else by following the steps that we have gone ahead and given inside this particular document, and you will be able to do it. If you are not able to do it for whatever reason, I will help you out with it. You can have my trust there. Is that clear? Drop in a quick thumbs up if that is clear with everyone. And what I will do is, I have not dropped this link on the chat, so I'll go ahead and drop this link of the Google Drive folder. Perfect. The Google Drive folder is on the chat. Please go ahead and save this Google Drive folder because all of the material will get uploaded to the same Google Drive link, and you will have access to everything going forward as well. You will not get edit access. You will get view access, and you can download this material to your laptops and your local devices as well. Perfect. Now, what are the things that I need from you over the next 3 days so that you are able to learn and all of us have complete focus on what is it that we are teaching you? Well, I need your full attendance, complete attention. I need you to join from a laptop or a desktop. I need you to have a good internet connection. I need you to have a quiet environment as well. But now, over the next 20 minutes, I want to do a quick recap of what we taught you in the 3-hour generative AI workshop that you have attended already before you chose to enroll yourself into this bootcamp. And I want to help all of you understand truly how is this bootcamp going to be different from the 3-hour workshop and probably also the generative AI mastermind that I see some of you have already attended. So shall I take the next 20 minutes to help all of you get a recap of what the 3-hour generative AI workshop was all about? Because tomorrow we're going to dive right into the bootcamp and the sessions of the bootcamp. So drop in a yes on the chat if you are ready for a quick recap. Are we getting a certificate for this program? Of course, yes, if you're completing this program end to end. And I will show you the certificate as well tomorrow. It's a beautiful certificate. Do we get subscriptions of the AI today or tomorrow? You have already gotten them, Vedant, and you can follow the steps that I've shared in that PDF file. Shivank, it would be great if you don't post the same message multiple times on the chat. Like I said, there are very, very experienced people on this call, and they would not like to see the same message coming in multiple times. So please refrain from doing that, and this message goes to everyone. But now that I see a lot of excitement for a recap, let's quickly do that over the next 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll help you understand what is the mindset that you need to have over the next 3 days and beyond of that as well, which will help you go deep into generative AI. Now, in the 3-hour workshop, give me a thumbs up if you remember the AIY framework that was introduced to all of you by Web of Sissinti, the AI for yourself framework. And what did that really say? Well, it said that for you to be able to go ahead and use generative AI in the best possible way, you need to have some core foundations and core skills. You need to know how can you go ahead and use AI to improve your productivity, how to use AI to improve your learning experiences, how can you learn more things in the world of generative AI, how can you use AI for creativity, and how can you use AI for professional use cases that will help you move forward in your career. And then for you to be able to implement generative AI in any of these buckets, there's one key thing that we went ahead and taught you, which was the magic prompt formula. Now, the magic prompt formula that we taught you is going to be used and applied over the next 3 days as well. Now, what does this prompt formula essentially say? It says that any prompt that we go ahead and put in into an AI model, we should make sure that it has a role or a context a task, very well-defined task, very well-defined instructions, and example data that we can probably go ahead and input into our prompt. Now, this forms the foundation or the base for any prompt that you will be going ahead and writing. Because in this bootcamp, we are going to be teaching you some advanced prompting techniques like how do you write system prompts? How do you use the markdown prompting structure to write prompts that you can use inside of AI agents? But all of that is based on the magic prompt formula itself. So that is the reason why I wanted to do a quick recap of what we already taught you, because everything is connected in some form or fashion, right? Take a screenshot of this. If you have sort of forgotten this from the 3-hour workshop, this is what a good prompt looks like. And we will also be using this tomorrow. So that everybody gets a better sense of this before we go into advanced topics. We also spoke about the existence of multiple AI models, and we told you all about this incredible platform called Get Multi, which you can use to run the same prompt across 10 different AI models so that you as an end user are able to decide which AI model's response are you liking. A lot of you would have probably gone ahead and used Get Multi as well. And in the 3-hour workshop, we went ahead and introduced all of you to a bunch of AI tools like, of course, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok is something that we went ahead and used. We showed you how Perplexity works and how incredibly powerful Perplexity is when it comes to doing research. We went ahead and showed you this browser sidekick that you can have, which is called Emily.ai. We also went ahead and showed you Ford.ai, which is incredibly good at generating images, generating product photo shoots, and everything else around it. We went ahead and showed you Numerous.ai, which is a data analyst that can be inside of your Excel sheets or Google files. And we went ahead and showed you tools like rollout.site or Google AI Studio, using which you could go ahead and build out landing pages and websites without writing a single line of code all by yourself. Of course, in the 3-hour workshop, due to time limitations, we could not show you the deployment process and we did not go into product architecture, which is what we will be exploring in this bootcamp. And we, of course, went ahead and used Gemini by Google. Now, you obviously learned a lot of things and are far ahead of many people when it comes to generative AI because you attended your 3-hour workshop, which was your 0 to 1 journey. But what is next? What is the next step? What is going to be the focus inside this boot camp? Now, here is where I want to help everybody understand how is everything that you're going to be learning in this boot camp going to be making sense to you, right? Are we all ready for this? Give me a thumbs up if we are all ready for this. And I'm going to be taking the next 10 to 15 minutes to clearly break down what is happening in the market, help you understand the mindset that you need to be having over the next 3 days, which is why we wanted to have this onboarding call today. And then we will get into questions because I will be done with all of my instructions then. Perfect. Now, as I see the poll, there are different kinds of people: entrepreneurs, people who are running their own startups, people who are running their own micro businesses, or people who are freelancing at this point of time or working as consultants. And we also have working professionals. Now, the use cases of generative AI will be very different for each one of us. We also have hustlers who are doing many, many things at the same time on this call. Now, I want to speak to each one of you individually over the next 10 minutes so that I'm able to help you understand the mindset that you need to have. And I'm going to start with the working professionals first as we get started, right? Now, while we are going to go ahead and show you generic use cases to solve problems across the 3 days that we are spending here, I want all of you to understand this very mindset that we are going to be talking about over and over and over again over the next 3 days, right? Now, all of the working professionals, I'm sure at some point of time, you have had a conversation with your manager or your senior leadership team about everybody having to use generative AI. I was, in fact, just yesterday speaking to the team at Capgemini who had reached out to us, who are making it mandatory for all of their employees to start using generative AI. And what they shared is something that is happening across the world. There are enthusiasts inside of organizations who are trying to use generative AI. There are people who are not able to use generative AI because of lack of exposure. While companies are putting a lot of force on people to use generative AI, companies are not focusing enough on helping people learn and understand how to use generative AI and where to use it. Do you relate to all of these problem statements that I've gone ahead and explained or spoke about? Give me a thumbs up or a heart if you are a working professional and you've had a similar conversation inside your office. Now, I'll tell you what is happening. We have all seen many companies laying people off. We have also seen companies stopping hiring. Why is that happening? When we understand why that is happening, we will be able to prepare ourselves in a much better way. You see, until today, all of us have focused on becoming specialists. And all of us went ahead and owned our respective job roles, be it marketing, be it becoming designers. Lot of us chose to become software developers or techies. Lot of us chose the data domain and we went deep into it to become data analysts or data specialists or data engineers. Many of us also might have chosen sales or accounting and finance as the domain that we wanted to go deep into. And that is what has been told to all of us over the last many years, to pick one domain and go extremely deep into it, which is what all of us went ahead and did. However, what we are seeing now with the rise of agentic AI is that all of these specialist roles will cease to exist. And many of these specialist roles will essentially be replaced by AI agents. 80% of the work is going to be taken over by something called as AI agents. Now, what are these AI agents? And for people who have attended the Outskill Generative AI Mastermind, some of this might seem repetitive to you, but this foundation remains the same for everybody across the world, right? And that is the reason why I'm covering this again in the onboarding call today for those people who have never attended the Generative AI Mastermind and are here for the very first time. So chill out if you have seen these slides and if you know what is it that I'm talking about, because this sets the foundation for everyone and the right mindset for everybody to move forward, right? Now, where have we come to in the last 2.5 to 3 years? The world of AI or generative AI rather started with one specific tool that all of us heard of back in 2022, October, November 2022, which is when ChatGPT came out. And all of us at some point of time, I'm sure, have used ChatGPT, right? Now, we came on the evolution happened from tools to workflows to now agentic AI. The world is now talking about AI agents or AGI. You might or might not have heard of all of these terms, right? What are these AI agents? Well, it's not rocket science. These are basically computer models that are built using agentic AI principles. Now, because these are computer models, they have the ability to complete tasks at very, high speed, right? And human beings cannot match up to that speed. And they can also work for 24/7, which human beings cannot do. So literally, you could have computer models that work all round the clock for you today. And these computer models can do a bunch of things for you. They can handle your customer support. They can make sales calls for you. They can do research for you. They can think just like how you think about business problems, because at the end of it all, you are the one who will be building the AI agent and training the AI agent as well. And this AI agent is nothing but a very complex um, probability system that you're going ahead and building. Now, all the software engineers here, that was probably a very bare bone definition of AI agents. So don't get me wrong. Don't jump into the conclusion that I'm not giving the true definition of an AI agent. I'm just trying to simplify things for all the non-techies on the call so that everybody understands at a very high level, because we are going to be teaching you how to build these AI agents as well. But essentially, for everybody, nothing to get scared of. AI agents are simple computer models that we human beings can build today, which can do a bunch of tasks for us autonomously or semi-autonomously. Autonomously meaning they can do it in a very automated manner without asking you for permissions. They can run round the clock or at any specific given point of time during the day, or they can run semi-autonomously, which is if let's say an AI agent has to go ahead and make a payment, it will ask you before it goes ahead and makes the payment on your behalf, right? So that is semi-autonomous, where you are creating some constraints for the AI agent to work so that it asks you questions. It's just like an intern. So from knowing generative AI tools, right now, all of us need to transition into people who can build these AI agents, create AI workflows using agents, and also build AI systems using the same agentic abilities. And people who can do this really well are being called as AI generalists or AI operators or AI orchestrators. You would be hearing people like Vinod Khosla talking about AI orchestration, which is becoming a very, very important skill that everybody should have. OpenAI is calling this role as the role of an AI operator. They have recently gone ahead and put out a job post for AI operators, and they're hiring a bunch of them. And in India, we are seeing companies calling this particular role as AI generalists. Now, who are these AI generalists and how can you become one? Because over the next couple of years, all of the companies essentially are asking for more and more AI generalists. So if you are able to become an AI generalist, you will be very safe in the work that you do at this point of time, be it whether you are a working professional or the same applies to entrepreneurs as well. Now, a very bare bone definition of who these AI generalists are and what would be expected of them as well. Well, these are people who can solve problems using AI. And to be able to solve problems effectively using AI, you need to have a deep understanding of all the different AI models. There are more than 650 plus AI models that exist as of today, and the costing of each of these models differ. So as an AI generalist, you need to get the best output at the least cost. How can you do that? That is only possible when you have understanding of many different AI models. You also need to know which AI model to use where, and you should have the ability to solve problems, complex problems, by building AI systems. All of that, I believe, can happen over the next 3 days. Now, when this happens for you, your skill graph will essentially look like the second skill graph that you're seeing on the screen. You will not be that person who will only solve problems in your domain, but you will be able to solve problems across multiple domains. What does that mean? Let us say you are a software engineer as of today and you write code. It could be the case that until today you have only solved engineering problems. But from today, you could go ahead and become a designer as well. You could go ahead and become a marketeer as well. And when I say become a marketeer, I'm not saying transition into the role of a marketeer, but I'm saying you could build out a product and do the marketing of that product all by yourself rather than having to depend on another marketeer. How powerful is that? You could build and you could market your own product. You could create designs for your own product. You can create marketing material, handle P&L and everything else all by yourself. This is why companies that are being driven by solopreneurs or one person companies are becoming a thing as of today, because people can literally do many things outside of their own specialty as well using AI models. And this applies to people from different years of experience as well, because a lot of people who have more than 15 years of experience at this point of time might ask me this question: funny, if I have spent 15 to 20 years in my domain already, does that mean that I still have to become an AI journalist? Absolutely yes, because the all of our functions, depending on the years of experience that we have in our kitty as of today, will define what is it that we will be doing with AI going forward in the future. And I'll quickly explain this to all the working professionals, but this applies to everybody else as well. But everything that I'm saying everything that I'm speaking about, is this making sense to all of you? Is this helpful? Is this being helpful for all of you to understand the context? Give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, or drop in a yes on the chat if this is helping you get the context. Thank you, Shiv Prasad. Thank you. Okay, now I see a flood of messages. How is it useful in game development? We'll get there, Arpit. We'll get there. Perfect, perfect. So let me move on, right? Now that I have your attention, people who have more than 15 plus years of experience, eventually, if you are not at this point of time already doing this, you should be talking to your senior leadership as well. You should start crafting AI strategy for your organizations, right? What are the current processes, be it in your customer support team, be it in your tech team, be it in your design team, be it in your operations team? What are the current processes? Where can efficiency be brought in? If efficiency is brought in, obviously chances of making more revenue will be higher. How can you bring that efficiency using AI? Nobody can define the strategy better than you, because you have spent more than 15 years in your own domain. So you know the ins and outs of your domain better than anybody else. Now, you should be learning AI so that you can draft the strategy in terms of what needs to be transitioned into an AI driven solution and where should AI not be used. Now, people who have 3 to 9 years of experience, you probably might not get involved in AI strategy right away, but your seniors who will draft the AI strategy for your organization will ask you to build certain proprietary AI tools. You should be able to do that either with code or without writing code. It's possible both ways, and we will explore how it is possible both ways as well as we go and spend time over the next 3 days. But all of the people who are in their mid years of career, you will be building these AI solutions yourself. So you are the ones who should be knowing the ins and outs of AI tools, AI models, costing of different models, while the seniors also have to know the costing, because a lot of things will be dependent on privacy, a lot of things will be dependent on cost, right? Eventually, we are seeing a very interesting world where the cost of using these AI tools will be considered to be the cost of salaries. Today, every company does their own budgeting in terms of, okay, I run an organization with 200 plus people. So this is the budget that I have for the salaries. And that budget essentially defines how the people that the company can hire. But now companies don't need 200 people. But for them to be able to use AI tools, this also requires money. So essentially, what are companies doing? Rather than paying people salaries, that budget is now being allocated to tool usages. And this is way lesser if you look at the long run of applications that you can, get. So all the people who have 3 to 9 years of work experience, you are going to be the builders in the AI era. And eventually you will get promoted to the AI strategy level as well. And people who are getting started with their careers at this point of time, if you dedicate and if you go deep into generative AI, it can really be your unfair advantage to kickstart your career at a very, very different level altogether when compared to all of your friends and others. And the way companies have been operating is also fundamentally changing, where, slowly we are seeing lesser human beings inside of companies, lesser manual workflows inside of companies, but more of automated workflows inside of companies. So all of us at some point in the next 5 years will find ourselves working with AI agents or AI models, right? And this is happening because of the billions of dollars that are being spent in making these models better, making this technology better as well. And we are going to be talking about some incredible tools like Claude Cowork that is changing the game for all the non-techies. For the techies, it is Claude Code. We're going to be talking about such things as well over the next 3 days, and you will really see how, yesterday when I was speaking to the Capgemini team itself, one of them who has more than 25 years of work experience said this, that back in 1998, 2000, when computers started becoming popular, a lot of people had to learn how to use Excel, had to learn how to use Google search, had to learn how to use internet. And we had all of those dial-up internet connections and all of that, if you remember. So even something like Excel, which is so popular today, everybody just by default knows how to use Excel. That is the expectation that we have in the market today. That same thing is happening with generative AI today. What happened 20 years back, 25 years back with the Microsoft suite of products, that is happening in the generative AI space as of today. And people who are going deep into this are already seeing multiple opportunities, not only in their own offices, but also in the form of becoming consultants. Lot of people have started becoming AI consultants as well, and you're going to be meeting a bunch of or a couple of these as your mentors as well, who will come in and teach you, right? So if you have a core business understanding and if you have understanding of how AI models can be deployed, you can very well become an AI consultant and start making money on the side as well. And people like Elon Musk are going ahead and speaking about this today, right? That the future is going to be all about gig economy, which means many of us might not have full time roles. We might not be needed to do full time roles while we can make equal or more money by doing certain gigs or deciding when is it that we want to work. Because a lot of work will be led by AI with human beings as the orchestrators in this entire world. You cannot have this loop get completed without human beings. Human beings need to sit in the center and orchestrate, or rather drive the entire car. A car cannot move without a human being. In the same way, problems cannot be solved without human beings. Human beings have tools that they can use to solve these problems. Now, I would like to speak to all the entrepreneurs and hustlers, but I hope that this has given all the working professionals the confidence that everything that we're going to be teaching you over the next 3 days is essentially going to help you become an AI orchestrator so that you can go back to your company on Monday and you can tell your manager all of the possibilities that your company can unlock with AI. And you will be one of the few people in your entire organization who knows so much as well. Now, entrepreneurs and hustlers, right? I'm going to keep it simple because you all might have already done your research about generative AI. I'm sure you would have gone ahead and checked out multiple workflows for yourself because that is how entrepreneurs generally work, right? Entrepreneurs and hustlers. But the future of what teams would look like looks very exciting. We won't have to spend a lot of money to start new verticals inside of businesses. We won't have to spend a lot of money on human beings. All these redundant problems that we keep happening, that we keep facing because of working with human beings will eventually go away. People, in fact, billboards like these are being put up across the US and San Francisco, right? Wherein people are talking about AI employees being deployed, right? So this is one of the reasons why companies have stopped hiring. In fact, you will be very surprised to hear this. In the last 1 year, the net new jobs that got created in India by the top five IT companies that we have. And we all know what these top IT companies are and how many people these top IT companies have always hired through campus placements and whatnot, right? But the net new jobs that got created in the last 1 year. Does anybody want to take a guess how many net new jobs got created? And by net new jobs, I'll make myself clear. If somebody is getting replaced inside their organization, the replacement hiring is not what we are talking about. We are talking about new, absolute new roles or opportunities getting created and people getting hired for absolute new roles. How many do you think have happened in the last 1 year? Can you take a wild guess on the chat? Wow. Some of you seems like have spoken to us before. There are people who are saying 1,000 plus, there are people who are saying 500, there are people who are saying net negative, people who are saying 100 removed, 20 hired. I'll tell you this, right? Some people got it right. The net new jobs that got created in the market in the last 1 year by the top five IT companies in India is 17. 17, and this has never happened in the history of IT jobs in India, right? So 17 new jobs got created in the last 1 year. Why? Because of AI agents, because of companies trying to deploy AI agents. Now, I'm not saying that companies have already deployed AI agents. They have not, which is why companies like Capgemini are coming to us as well, right? However, they're trying to, and that is why hiring has gotten paused. And to be honest, there's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur than now. The time that it used to take to go from idea to launch, or to go from launch to first million, or to go from first million to becoming a unicorn, all of this has drastically reduced with AI. And you can truly scale your business today without having to scale your costs at all. It does not matter if you're currently a freelancer or you're currently running an early stage company with 1 to 100 employees, or a mid-stage company like Growth School, which has about 500 employees, or a late-stage company as well. It does not matter what kind of company you are running, which domain you are currently in, AI can be applied all across. And that is what we would like to teach all of you over the next 3 days. Now, for all the entrepreneurs and others, I would like to quickly play this video. And this is a video. I'll give you the gist as well after I play this video. But this is a video of Sam Altman speaking back in 2023. I'll tell you why I'm playing this video as well, but it's a 20-second clip that I want you to listen to very carefully.
Highly performant, smaller teams, thanks to these tools and these technologies, are going to be able to do so much more. Is that a trend you're seeing from the startups growing around y'all in Cerebral Valley?
We're going to see 10-person billion-dollar companies pretty soon, like billion-dollar valuations. And the thing that in my little group chat with my tech CEO friends, there's this betting pool for the first year that there's a 1-person billion-dollar company, which would have been unimaginable without AI, and now will happen.
So Sam Altman, for those of you who understood this, back in 2023, in one of his interviews, went ahead and said that eventually in the future, we are going to be seeing companies doing $1 billion, but being led by solopreneurs, or 1-person companies doing $1 billion in revenue. This was in 2023. And today we are in 2026, March 2026. And something very exciting happened, right? If you have been following the generative AI space or been on the internet, I'm sure you would have heard of something called as OpenClaw. How many of you have heard of OpenClaw? And we're going to be showing you that as well tomorrow. But how many of you have heard of OpenClaw? It really broke the internet. Yeah, Naresh, I told you that there's going to be a little bit of overlap today, but not tomorrow, day after, and on Monday, because today is the onboarding call and I'm trying to set the foundation for everyone, right? But OpenClaw is basically an AI agent. I see a lot of no's. It's called OpenClaw, right? It's not Claude that I'm talking about, but I'm talking about OpenClaw. It's an AI agent that can proactively do things for you. We will show you what it can do and all of that when we get into the core training from tomorrow. But the founder who launched OpenClaw, it was built by a single person, not by a team, not by not even 2, 3 people. It was built by a single person. He literally sat on his laptop, built it out, and it became so viral on the internet. So many people went ahead and downloaded it, etc. All of that happened. And eventually, OpenAI, or rather Sam Altman, went ahead and bought the whole company built by this person, built by this single person, right? And he bought it for almost $1 billion. So this person who sat and built out OpenClaw ended up getting hired by OpenAI for $1 billion. And in fact, he sold that entire technology to OpenAI as well, so that OpenAI can go ahead, do insane research in that space and make a better version of OpenClaw. Of course, people who have gone ahead, tried to use OpenClaw and who are listening to me at this point of time, yes, there are security issues, there are privacy issues in using OpenClaw as of today, but the technology is evolving. And when we saw that for the very first time, we were just mind blown in terms of what, I mean, it's like agentic AI is here, right? The point is, no matter who we are as of today, we could be entrepreneurs, we could be working professionals, we could be hustlers. We all need to build the mindset of an AI generalist or an AI operator or an AI orchestrator. This technology is advancing, and we should all go ahead and become AI generalists so that we are able to use this technology to solve problems. And everything that we are going to be teaching you over the next 3 days is going to be with this mindset of helping everybody move closer to becoming great AI orchestrators or AI generalists. And the way we do that at Growth School is by dividing everything into 5 different levels. And these are the levels that we speak about. Now, I'm not going to go deep into these levels today because we are going to go deep into every level over the next 3 days. But the whole bootcamp is based on 5 different levels. Prompt engineering starts with level 1, which is prompt engineering. How do you install AI models locally? How do you run open source LLMs? How do you fine tune parameters? What are these parameters that exist? And all of that is level 1. So level 1 is your foundational level. Level 2 and level 3 are your intermediate levels, where we will be talking about connectors, AI workflows, MCPs, automations that you can have with your LLMs itself without using API keys and all of that, which gets slightly technical. We'll talk about those things as well when we go into level 4 and level 5. So it's a beautiful journey that we have gone ahead and crafted, which has helped more than 8 million plus people get started in this space. And over the next 3 days, we are going to dive into each of these levels. So before every session starts from tomorrow, I'm going to be telling you which level are we going to tap into. And I'm going to keep reiterating these 5 levels multiple times so that by Monday, even if you don't want these levels to come in your dreams, probably you'll start thinking about these levels in your dreams as well, because it's important as of today. But that is all that I wanted to help you all with through this onboarding call. I hope all of you are very excited for these 3 days that we are going to be spending together. I will now take some questions from the chat. But before I take questions from the chat, what I want to quickly do is, this is the Zoom link that we are going to be using tomorrow. And we will be starting the day tomorrow at 10 a.m. IST sharp. So make sure that you're waking up early, make sure you're having your breakfast, make sure you're having your coffee. Of course, you could make these working sessions as well where you're, energizing yourself while you're learning. But by 9:50, I want to see you on the call so that we can get started on time. The weekend is going to be intense tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and Monday. But you give these 3 days, I think your imagination will shoot up to another level altogether. That is the Zoom link that I want you to have. I also want you to go through this drive folder before you come back tomorrow so that you have access to your pre-reads and you also know how to access your bonus tools. It's not mandatory to do that, but it is good to do by tomorrow. And the other thing that I will also share is this entire schedule so that you can go ahead and block out your calendars completely. Now, what I will do is I will quickly turn the chat on, but I want these links to stay on the top of the chat. So I'll turn the chat to hosts and panelists at this point of time so that I can read the incoming messages and you don't get distracted and you have all of these 3 links. But if you're absolutely clear with everything that I've spoken about so far, you can drop off the call and come back tomorrow. However, one question that I will answer very quickly to everybody is, a lot of people will be like, hey, I'm from the finance background, I'm from the accounts background, I'm from the marketing background. How will AI be helpful for me? Forget about all of that, right? You are here to become a generalist. You are here to learn how AI can help not only in marketing, not only in finance, not only in accounting. You are here to learn how AI can be helpful across multiple domains. And while you learn this, you will also find use cases in your own domain. That is how you can push your imagination when you're going deep into generative AI. So don't ask today as to how AI can help you in accountancy or finance or your specific role. ask me that question on Monday, because I know that you will not have that question yourself. I know that by Monday, you will figure out use cases. You will know where to apply it in your own domain rather than me having to tell you where to apply it. Right? I hope that is clear. But do we require any specific high-end kind of laptop? Vaibhav asks. Absolutely not. You don't need any high-end kind of laptop. Any laptop would do, because everything that we will be using will be on the internet. So all the tools that we will be showing you are web-based tools. They're available on the internet. You don't have to download them. So you don't need any high-end device. Ananda, absolutely not. If you have attended the Generative AI Mastermind by Outskill already, like I mentioned, some of the things will be repeating here, but not all of the things. You will find 15 to 20% overlap of foundations, because those are the core foundations. And no matter where you go, even if you go to an Oxford University, you will be finding the same foundations, right? Because math is math. So that overlap will be there, but you get a head start if you have already taken the Outskill Generative AI Mastermind before. However, 80% of the things that we are doing in the bootcamp are going to be different. The use cases are different, tools are different, workflows are much more deeper, because there are 3 entire days that we are spending here. I'm an art student. Can I be an AI specialist? Absolutely. Yes, you should be an AI generalist, not a specialist. Sir, I don't have MS Office paid version. I don't have numerous AI. What can I do? Alternative. Don't worry about it, Vishal. We will speak about it over the next 3 days. You don't need to have the paid version of MS Office. You don't have to have any paid version of any tool whatsoever. Within the 3 days, will everything be covered? Yes, everything that I've shown you will be covered. Beyond of that, we will speak about it, right? Anything for legal professional? Absolutely yes. We are going to be speaking about RAG models that you could build. Again, Vikas, have a broad mindset for the weekend. I know that you are a legal professional, so your use cases might be around the legal space, which we will be covering. But have a broad mindset as well, so that you learn marketing, you learn design, you learn product. Who knows, you might want to go ahead and build a product for legal use cases as well. What happens if I miss the live tomorrow? You can defer yourself to the next batch. Do we need to learn anything before tomorrow? Absolutely not. Ananda, you have posted the same message multiple times. I've answered it. So that's taken care of. I'm from the hospitality background. You will have things that we will speak about. Is it okay? Okay, folks, there are multiple questions coming in. I will not be taking questions of people who are asking, I'm a civil engineer, how is this going to be useful? I'm an architect, how is this going to be useful? I'm from the hospitality background, how is it? It's going to be useful for everyone. That's what generalism means, right? We are all here to become AI orchestrators or generalists. You don't want to be using AI only for civil engineering. You want to be using AI for marketing, design, tech, product, data analysis, everything. Today, all the data analysis that we do inside of Growth School is on our phone, because we have LLM models connected to our databases. How can you also do something like that? We ask a query in English today, and MCP servers run, and we get answers by AI models directly on our phone. It's just very, very powerful. The things that you're all going to be seeing over the next 3 days are going to be so powerful that you will get multiple different ideas by the end of it. So don't restrict yourself. Be as broad as possible. Is it okay to use an iPad with keyboard? Absolutely. Yes, Venkata. However, you are comfortable attending these sessions. Sure, Swapna, that will be done. What is the core difference between AI Mastermind and Generative AI Bootcamp? Like I said, 80% of the things that you will be learning here, be it in the form of workflows, you can call this +1 of the Generative AI Mastermind, right? What you learned in the mastermind are foundations. This is foundations +1. I hope that helps. All the people who attended the mastermind have an open mind. When we get to that point, you will see what is the difference between the bootcamp and the mastermind. There's a reason why we do the mastermind with tens of thousands of people, and there's a reason why we are doing the bootcamp with only hundreds of people. Now, if I go into the technicalities of it, you might not understand it right now. So let's wait until tomorrow and have that patience, and you yourself will see what is the difference between the mastermind and the bootcamp. We go very deep in the bootcamp. All right. What about the live session on Monday? My time zone differs and Monday will be a problem. Swati, you could write to hi@growthschool.io. If only Monday is the problem, you can still take the bootcamp on Saturday and Sunday and catch up for the Monday session using the recordings or whatever. Um, I'm a solopreneur, want to build a medical tourism business using AI models for doing research, creating website, creating social media posts, bunch of things, marketing automation. Okay, Mohit, I would love to speak to you on Monday and ask you whether you have gotten a direction to do what you have posted on the chat at this point of time. What if I'm only missing one session out of all? That is fine, Nihar. If you're only missing one session out of all the sessions, that is okay. You will still be able to catch up, but it should not be the case that you are missing out on all the sessions but attending one session. While paying for the course, they had promised 15 plus subscriptions. How can I access other subscriptions? Pavni, in the drive link that I've shared already, you have a document that says access the bonus material here. That drive link has it all. Will we get a certificate? Absolutely, yes, you will be getting a certificate. Okay, Shubham, I'm reading your question, which is I'm a software engineer and work with .NET and Flutter, but my company is very localized, does not work with actual live production, which all the standard MNC companies do. So I want to switch my career path. Will this help me? Yeah, it will, Shubham. It will help you find new career paths as well. Mridula, I'm trying to find your question. People who are saying, I'm sorry, I'm asking this question, don't be sorry. You can ask any question that you might want to. What benefit of these? People are asking for what is going to be the benefit of the 3 days. Attend the 3 days, you will get the benefit. JJ Raju, I'll check why you're having trouble downloading the white coding file. You should be able to download it if you have been able to download all of the others. It could be some file size issue. Don't worry about it. We will check that and get back. Is there any employment opportunities or recommendations? No, Aisha. We will teach you workflows that will get you employment opportunities. Can I earn after attending the session? Depends on you. Monetization or earning or making money should not be your P0 goal. It should be your P1 or P2 goal. P0 should be getting the right skills. Yes, you will be getting the certificate. Everybody who is asking for that. Shubhashri, why can't we just respond? I'm not sure why our team didn't just respond, but I will make sure that our team responds back. Do drop in an email once again. It's one off case, right? Like with having like thousands of students, thousands of learners, probably our team might have missed out on your email address or they might have replied back as well. But a lot of times, some of our emails also land in spam. So please check your spam folder if you have not received a reply, and our team will help you out with it. I've dropped in the email address once again. Only 2 days we are learning, right? On third day, only 3 hours. Ajay, yes, like because it's a Monday, the session on the third day is only during the evening from 7 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST. But Saturday and Sunday, it's full day. You don't have to download OpenClaw for tomorrow's session, or for any session, you don't have to download OpenClaw. Okay, I will check the vibe coding file. I think there is some issue in that. We will get that checked and we will figure that out, right? By tomorrow, we will figure that out. Will you all tell us how we should portray this certification in our CVs? Yes, we will tell you, Chaitanya. Don't worry about that. Yeah, everybody who is looking for job transitions, etc., you will get many ideas that you can go ahead and talk about in your interviews. You will get many ideas in terms of how you can apply to different companies, etc. Deep, fill out the Google form. If you have already filled that, we will take care of it. Don't worry about it. If you are a student as well, school student, this program will be helpful for you. Is it realistic today for a non-technical solo founder to build and launch a complex AI startup using AI and no-code tools, or is a technical co-founder still necessary? Shivang, if it depends on the scale, to be very, very transparent, right? You don't need a technical co-founder at all. You can very well build a product, launch it, scale it to thousands or lakhs of users without needing a technical co-founder. When you want to scale to millions of users, you might need the help of a tech team. But by then, your monetization journey would have already gotten started. So you can use the money that you are making by vibe coding to hire tech people who can then help you with security and scale, which is the phase two that you will have to figure out when you are scaling your business. But to start the business, you don't need tech knowledge today. Vidhi Gupta, it'll be very nice if you don't post the same question multiple times. But like I said, it will help you upgrade your resume and get into internship roles as well. Is this really live or recording? Either way, I have no problem. But just curious, appreciate the transparency. Shruti, if I'm taking your name out, that basically means that this is live. But yeah, good to know that, AI and VFX. VFX we don't cover here, but we will be teaching you image and video generation, and you could ask Shantanu specifically to talk about AI and VFX as well, and he will talk about it. Merlin, you will be getting the certificate irrespective. Um, Himanshi, just fill out the Google form and I will have our team get in touch with you and help you out with it. Don't worry about it. Everybody who is asking about tools, just know that we are spending the next 3 days together. And during these 3 days, I will make sure that you get access to everything that you're supposed to get access to. Don't worry about them at this point of time. Like I said, fill out the form that is inside the Google Drive folder, and we will make sure that you get the help that you require. Is the Outskill Mastermind required for you to learn in these 3 days? Absolutely not. That is just another program that we conduct. Don't worry about that. People who have not attended it, you don't need that to be able to learn over the next 3 days. Of course, we'll be going way deeper than what we did in the mastermind, but you don't have to worry about that. Will you teach us about how to create website in this boot camp? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yes, Arpit, we will with the same energy. Tanushri, just drop in an email to hi@growthschool.io and our team will help you out with it. Are we only going to be talking about foreign AI? I don't know what foreign AI means, but if you're talking about tools that have been launched by other countries, yes, we'll be talking about that. I'm working 6 days in the night shift of a US based company. Will I get any help from you to get this information or knowledge in a perfect manner? Bhuvan, just attend and we'll help you out. Will I get recordings? Sham, attend the sessions live. That's all I'll say. Ajay Bhatia, I didn't choose science stream, but I want to go deep into AI. Okay, drop it once. That's all right. You don't have to drop it multiple times. Will we be able to build and deploy AI agents on our website? Yes, you can do that. Using chatbots. We will be talking about that. People who are asking, I can't attend one session here and there. It's fine. Attend as much as you can, right? All that I said is don't attend only one session out of all the sessions that we have planned for you. That will not be helpful. But if you're attending all but missing one, it's okay. Not saying that you should miss one, right? If you, by whatever reason, can't attend the Monday session, it's okay. There's a lot that you will learn on Saturday and Sunday as well. Are we getting any workbooks for tomorrow? Yes, we will be getting workbooks for tomorrow. Yes, Divakar, absolutely yes. In fact, Vaibhav is coming in tomorrow and you will be meeting Vaibhav live. All right, everyone. I think most of the questions are answered, and we are repeating some of the questions on the chat at this point of time. Um, yeah, no worries, Muturaja. Fill out the form, and our team will put you in a different batch. Kashish, there are other programs as well that we do, advanced programs as well that we do, but we don't have to worry about those right now. The bootcamp is very intensive all by itself, right? But any help that you might require after the bootcamp, you can reach out to us at that point of time once we complete the bootcamp. But I see that a lot of people are now jumping guns. You're already asking about what could happen after the bootcamp gets done, whether you will be able to apply something after the bootcamp gets done, and all that. Let's not jump the stages. The first stage for all of us is to take good rest today and attend the sessions tomorrow, right? And tomorrow we will be having a Q&A session. Then we can ask things that are relevant to our own selves. But let's not jump the guns already, because that way you will not get the flow. All that I need you to have at this point of time is a very, very open and broad mindset. What's the difference? Well, Pradeep, there is no difference, absolutely. It all depends on multiple offers that we ran. That's about it. Oh, Pradeep, you will be getting access to all the future boot camps as well that we conduct without having to pay for that again, right? That's all. That's the core difference. Don't worry about that. You can, if you want to reschedule this to the later thing, you can write to hi@growthschool.io. And will this help social media content creators? Absolutely, yes. Thank you, Abdul. Will we learn how to make agents on local hosts? We will talk about it. Yes, we will talk about that. Moksh, you will not be able to share your projects with mentors directly. That's not the expectation that you should have. Of course, if you have specific questions, those will be addressed. Devin AI, not sure what that is. Not going to be covering that. Shivam says, please take my name once. All right, everyone. I think with this, we come to the end of the onboarding session, and I will be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 9:50 a.m. IST. We have a long day. Take good rest for the next few hours. Come back tomorrow with an energetic mindset. Monish, more questions tomorrow. I see repeating questions, which are not important at this point of time, because the more I answer these questions, the more you will get narrowed down in your thinking capabilities. So hold on to your questions, right? Hold on. I want you to have these questions, but also have a broad mindset so that you have all the space in your mind to absorb everything. And when this absorption happens, there are going to be a lot of ideas that will crop up. That is what is very important. And that is the reason why I'm not answering a lot of specific questions at this point of time. But with that being said, we will close out today, and we will come back tomorrow at 10 a.m. IST. I'm super excited to see all of you tomorrow. The call link is going to be the same, and any support required, reach out to hi@growthschool.io. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. IST. Until then, bye everyone. Have good rest. Come back with full energy and your notebook tomorrow, and we are going to be having a great day together, virtually together, but hopefully physically together in the future as well. Thank you so much for taking the time out today. I hope this onboarding session set the context very well for all of you. See you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Good night.